Hello there, my name is Adam Talamy and I'm a life purpose coach. I'm based in London, but I work with clients all over the world. And in this video, we're going to talk about life purpose. What is it and why is it important for you to live yours? For the last 10 years, I have been living my life purpose, and it has been the most incredible journey or thing I've ever done in my life. It has been tough, it has been challenging, and each day brings up new surprises and new things, and really finding it actually, although most people are still struggling to do that, finding your life purpose is actually the easy part. Living it and staying on track and staying really aligned and truthful to what your purpose is can be the challenging bit, because it will take you to some unusual places, sometimes a little bit challenging. And what I teach my clients is basically how you work with the challenges that come up. How do you overcome them? And I also teach how to go inside to find the answers. So, and by answers I mean, what are the things that are really getting in the way? What are the blocks to me really living this wholeheartedly? Because you can live on the edges of your life purpose, which I did for many, many years. But there comes a point when you have to fully commit, and that's another major barrier that most people face, and most people don't ever overcome that because it can be scary. You know, life purpose. You know, if it's big enough, you know, if it's not big enough and a bit scary, it's probably not your life purpose. That's the bottom line. Now, so what is life purpose? Okay, so life purpose is something that is bigger than us. And what do I mean by that? I mean, it's about more than just you. It's about bringing something to the world and making a positive difference. And it might help to describe it in the following way. So if you are following your passion or following your dreams already, then that's a great place to start, because following your passion and your dreams will lead you ultimately to your life purpose. Now, let's say, I always use the analogy of a rock star. So let's say you wanted to be a rock star and you just felt really passionate about your music. You absolutely love doing what you're doing. And that pulls at you massively every day and it gives you so much joy and excitement. Then that is probably, for now, it's not your life purpose, it's not the big life purpose, but it's the stepping stone that's probably going to take you there. So my suggestion would be, if you know that already, you feel passionate about it, then is to carry on along that path. Now, in my own life, my initial passion, if you like, for many years was to find success. And I struggled to find success. So what I had to do is I had to go on a real journey of personal development. I went to every business seminar initially that I could find. I studied neurolinguistic programming because I wanted to start to change my beliefs and patterns and my inner story. And that then led me onto healing and coaching and being coached. At one point I had a burnout, a breakdown, and that massively expedited my journey. And I had 2 years where I literally couldn't work. I was bedridden for the first sort of 3 or 4 months, couldn't do anything. All I could do really was sit there and think. And it allowed me to really think, well, why am I living this way? Why am I striving so hard for success? But in many ways, you could say that the desire that I had, the passion I had to get success in my life, that real driving motivational force really took me to exactly where I needed to go. It helped me grow a business, helped me overcome lots of sort of challenges around growing a business, and I grew massively through that. And look, life purpose ultimately, you know, why would the universe dangle a life purpose in front of you, which is something that really pulls at you, excites you, and would feel so great to you to be living it? Well, you know, it does it because ultimately, you know, we're here to grow and learn and to find more happiness. So the life purpose is there to be the carrot that's dangled in front of us to say, to go in this direction. So what happens? We go in that direction, and I can pretty much guarantee it's going to bring up all of your challenges, all of your fears, doubts, and insecurities. And I don't tell you this to put you off, but I'd rather manage your expectations because it's a challenging journey. Now, that said, as you start to work through those challenges, you're going to start to become the person that you've always wanted to be, or perhaps the person that you've always admired, with, you know, that confidence, and also you're going to become much happier, because as you deal with the inner parts of you that aren't happy, guess what? Your happiness goes up, right? So it is the best journey you can possibly go on, and yes, it's challenging at times, but the rewards are fantastic, just in terms of the personal growth and the person you'll become. But moreover, as you sort of follow along that path, so what you'll find is your purpose will develop. So initially mine started off as success. Having worked on that, and I didn't even think about it as life purpose at that time. And it wasn't my life purpose, it was the stepping stone to get to it. But at some point, let me think, probably about 7 or 8 years ago, for me it changed, and I suddenly one day just had a kind of a download, and I was just like, oh, okay, so what is it? What is my purpose? And I started asking that question, and that, by the way, that's a great place to start. If you don't know your purpose, just put it out there. And what came back eventually, and it only came to me after I'd done quite a lot of healing and looked inside and cleared the parts of me that didn't feel I even deserved to have such a thing as a life purpose. But once I'd done that, then yeah, this sort of download happened, and what it was I stand tall and proud in my own light and spread light and love around the world. Now, that might sound a bit fluffy, but in my head, it was me making a massive, massive impact on the world. And I'm still working towards that, but that's the journey, right? That's the journey of living your purpose. It's not that you go from not knowing it to instantly you've done it. It's the journey, and to stand tall and proud was perfect for me, because I really had a fear of being seen. And even the idea of being on video camera, doing YouTube and Facebook vids and stuff like that, oh my goodness, that would have terrified me. There's no way I could have done that back then. So I had to grow and develop, and I took myself to public speaking courses. I followed my intuition and went wherever it took me. And by the way, that's one of the things I really teach people, is how to follow your intuition, because your intuition, if you can get still enough, will guide you to exactly where you need to go. And everyone thinks, oh, it's really great that you got that, but you can absolutely learn it. I remember someone teaching me it probably 15 years ago, and I was in awe of this lady, but she said, well, you've totally got it. You've just got to develop it, and you can totally do that for yourself. So the intuition and the following your heart, that will take you where you need to go quicker. That's one of the amazing things about this process. So after 3 or 4 years of working with that purpose, what happened was I got stronger in myself, and I think that's kind of what it is. It's almost like the universe doesn't give you this massive life's purpose necessarily straight away, because you might not be able to cope with it. It might send you into meltdown and just be too overwhelming, and you'll be like, no way, not going to do it at all, which, by the way, is pretty common. So it seems to be, for some people, that it will be delivered to you in stages. And mine then became to help to inspire 100 million plus people to live their life purpose, and to give them all the tools they need to do so. Which, even, obviously that's such a big number. In a way you can't even comprehend it, but it felt pretty scary when it came through. But it also felt really good to me, and that's what I'm working towards now. So I'm working on a book about life purpose. I'm doing lots of videos on YouTube, etc., to spread this message and to reach more people. So hopefully outlining the evolution of my own life purpose will have given you some idea as to what you can expect on this journey. Although I suspect if you're already watching this video about life purpose, you're probably starting much further ahead than I did. And you're probably already thinking, actually, I want to make a difference in the world, because that really is what your life purpose is about. It's not about the ego, it's not about the self, it's not about, can I get more success, can I make more money, can I be more famous? unless, and that's the caveat, unless it's also going to help more people in the process. So you could want to make the money so that you can then be an amazing philanthropist, you can do a lot of good in the world, you can help lots of people. Now that would definitely be life purpose. So why might you even want to live your life purpose? Why might you want to find it and live your life purpose? Well, it's a really good question. And most people won't even ever think about their life purpose. But what I am here to tell you is that it is the most amazing journey you can ever go on. It's going to be an incredible journey of self-discovery. And ultimately, it's going to lead to you becoming even more the person that you would love to be. You'll be able to look yourself square in the mirror and be more proud of yourself, and you will feel a deeper sense of fulfillment. I mean, it's incredibly exciting when you're really in the flow of living it. It's you'll be feeling passionate and inspired and going for it. And yet there'll also be days when you feel a bit rough and a bit down, and that's where the tools that I teach come in so handy, because they will pull you out of that very quickly. And as I said earlier, getting rid of those parts of you that don't feel good enough, that feel a bit sad or a bit down, that's going to just, as they go down, your happiness levels will increase. So part of this process is you're going to get happier, which can't be a bad thing, right? So in terms of why would you want to live your life purpose, for me, I can't imagine living life now, having experienced it, without life purpose. It would be very empty. So if you're interested to find out more and ultimately you want to find and live your own life purpose, then visit my website at www.adamtalamy.com. I'll put details at the end of this video, and book yourself in for a discovery session with me where we will start the process of finding your life purpose and clearing whatever is blocking you from living that wholeheartedly and with passion. Thanks very much for watching, and please like and subscribe.